Hello truckers, welcome back to American Truck Simulator with Realistic Economy. We are rolling into Butte, Montana, going to pick up a load. We're going to go to Missoula first thing this morning. This is a regular freight job, not external contract. I'm trying to get my way up to Thompson Falls. I always want to say Thompsonburg or whatever. I couldn't find one on regular jobs, external contracts. No matter how many times I refreshed that page, I couldn't get a job going there. So Missoula is on the way, so hopefully when we drop off this load at Missoula, maybe we'll get one going up there, because that's one of the two towns I have not been to yet here in Montana. Yeah, at the end of the last episode, we were sitting at $3,000 after the wonderful adventures we had the day before, but now you can see we're sitting at $22,300. So yeah, our workers brought in plenty of money overnight. I say my workers like it's Farming Simulator. My drivers brought in plenty of money. And our new driver did pretty well on her first day on the job. She didn't bring a whole bunch of cash in, but, dollars per mile is looking pretty good. And Niles, the other guy that we were talking about, yeah, he did pretty good as well. Someone did mention in the comments that, it could be he was on his way to make a delivery, and that must be what he was doing because, yeah, he went from like 94 cents up to $1.91. One of us has got to go there, sir, ma'am. Yep, now you made me stall it. Alright, I'm not going to blame him for stalling it. But anyways, yeah, so he's up to like $1.91 per mile. So he's doing just fine. But he's got an upgraded transmission, I think was what we did for him. So he should be good to go. Yep, freight market is what we're doing here. And we're going to be taking a reservoir tank over to the Meadow West place in Missoula. Not getting paid a whole lot, but yeah, but see, I'm trying to get to Missoula, and what's this place called? Yeah, just Thompson Falls. I keep trying to say Thompsonburg Falls, and although it's Thompson Falls. I have not been there yet. But anywho, let's go ahead and take this load here. And it's right in front of me. Let's see here. Where's a good place to turn this thing around? Can I sneak in here? Let's try not to hit anything, because this is my truck. And plus, I don't want to damage anything and have to pay for it. Then if we can get to Thompson Falls today, then we'll be working our way up around to the national park. Alright, so it's 140 miles to go, or to get there. Weighs 22,500 pounds. Just getting paid $5.39, but that's fine. Money's not that important. It's nice to have, but it's not the early days here. We're doing fine. We'll let my drivers actually bring in the big bucks. Then I'm thinking, once we get around the national park, then we'll think about maybe just getting out of Montana for a bit. Where we'll go from there, I don't know. I talked about a while ago getting back on down to Florida, so that wouldn't be too bad. But before I go to Florida, I'd want to get to the southern part of the map, so we can cut across the southern part of the coast-to-coast map, which is done over more than anything else. But we got a couple more days here in Montana for sure. And we'll see where that brings us when it comes to it. Like I always say, you can always plan where you want to go, but when you wake up in the morning, the loads kind of determine where you're going to be going. That was a pretty good night. Like I said, sitting at about $3,000, waking up to almost $23,000. So bringing in $20,000 overnight. So I'm going to get there by 9:30. I think the hard part, the reason why getting to Thompson Falls is it's kind of a one-way town. In other words, there's only one way in, one way out. So it's not like you can go through it. If you're going there, it's because you're going there. You're not driving through. I did get a green light, right? Yeah, we got a green light. What's going on up here? Oh, you're just going to ruin everything, aren't you? Alright, so we'll try to do this the correct way. In other words, not sneak by. See, if I go like this, can I just go off here, go around and go back up and on? You guys gonna let me do that? Now, let's go through this roundabout. Sometimes they'll have the on-ramp blocked, but it does not appear to be. I can't go through that. Oh, because I'm at the wrong... That's not the on-ramp to the back onto the interstate. See, I was wondering how long it was going to be before I ran into those barriers because I got the X's marked off. I just looked quickly and I saw, I'm like, oh, next right-hand turn. Not quite the next right-hand turn. This right-hand turn. I did not see. Did I take damage on that? I don't know if I did or didn't. Good way to start the day. All because someone had caused an accident behind us. Still, I should have been paying more attention to the GPS. I just quickly looked and like, oh yeah, next right-hand turn. And I've kind of forgotten about the barriers being turned off. So I was like, yeah, that looks good. We'll go there. But I did notice that when I hit the barriers, the barrier X's came on the screen. I don't know if you saw it there. Kind of flickered for a couple of seconds there to remind me like, hey, you can't go through here. Oh, okay, thanks. Gotcha. Alright, 70 miles an hour, so we'll go ahead and just do that. Pretty soon at the bottom, we may have a completely red truck at that rate. I think we're sitting somewhere around 44% damage, as it says, but most of that is tire wear, as we all know. But we're waiting to get a fine at a weigh station of not being safe on the road. Now, if things go the way I hope they do today, we should be going past another viewpoint. And that was one of the first ones we saw when we came up to Montana. And I zoomed down past it. I think someone did mention I went by one somewhere else before, but I never got the notification that I found a viewpoint. So it must have been, if it was there, it was far enough off where I didn't see it, for one. And two, I didn't get the notification that I discovered a new viewpoint. I also have to start thinking about when I do leave Montana, which I said it could be in a couple more episodes. Do I want to change the paint scheme on our truck because it was, the paint scheme was for the Montana release? Since we're going to be leaving Montana, then maybe it might be time to switch it on up. I don't know if I'll do anything spectacular with it, or maybe let's go back to just a base paint job. 47 more miles to go. I can probably get around this traffic here. As soon as I can get an opening here. course, now that I get over here, all the trucks that were out behind are getting up. Well, okay, one truck got off the off-ramp. I didn't see the other one. I didn't realize he got into the fast lane. But we'll have a look at our two drivers at the end of the day, see how they're doing. I'm trying to remember her name now. Is it Sashka? Sashkia? And, oh wow, I already forgot his name as well. Doing wonders on that. But I think most of my drivers this morning were in the back of their truck sleeping. Well, they don't have a back of a truck. They were in their cab sleeping, or they were somewhere sleeping. They weren't quite on the road. Gonna ride your bumper, dude. I'm not gonna bother trying to pass it because I only got 17 more miles to go. So more than likely the next exit will be mine. And I hope Missoula has a load somewhere going to Thompson Falls. Either by freight or external contracts, one way or another. I hope to get there. Don't you all dilly-dally. Let's get through the green light here. So that car just got off the interstate. And now they're going back on in the other direction. Someone must have forgot their cell phone back at home, be my guess. I think I'm just following this trucker that's in front of us. What I'm doing. Well, would not want to come around this corner with a big load. It's kind of a little bit of a tight corner. Or I'm not following you anymore, sir. So we're behind a fire truck and an ambulance. Alright, so where am I going with this? All the way around the building and to the other side, it appears. Can we peek around the corner, see exactly where it's going? Ooh, that's a interesting one. Can I get around that cable? Yep, we can. I'm not really familiar with this parking spot here, but should be interesting. The way I've been backing up recently, this should not go too well. But, okay, I went back a little bit too far. But that went well enough. My cab's not straight, but the trailer is. If we can only get out of the vehicle and actually do that. Lower the legs on the trailer. I'm not sure if this is Excelente, but we'll take it. Let's go ahead and continue. Alright, now the fun part begins. I will look for a regular job first, meaning freight market. Let's see, we are in Missoula. Anything going to Thompson Falls? Anything? There's Twin Falls, Idaho. And of course not. Just double check here. Alright, let's try external contracts. At least we get more of a list here. Let's click on that and then start scrolling here. The good thing about external contracts, you can refresh it. But still, you can refresh it over and over and over again and not get... Hey, there we go. Thompson Falls, Montana. We'll be taking a road roller. I almost said road runner. From John Deere up to... whatever that says. Wash. I have no idea. Let's go ahead and begin that delivery. And the reason why I'll take the first one that's there because I do it by price per distance. So that's going to be paying the best. Thompson Falls. So we get paid $5.58. Like I said, this is going to be an external contract. That's an interesting someone picture from Jeff Jam 9944 at an air cargo. I think I did one of those at an air cargo. But I don't remember where that was. Good. We're only 5 miles from the John Deere. So let's scoot out of here. So once we get up to Thompson Falls, I'll just leave Sidney, Montana, I do believe I have not been to. Kind of cutting out in front of them, but so up and around. But definitely the next contract, I think we'll try to go to the city begins with a K. I can't remember what that name. It's the first city I think we went to when we came to Montana, honestly. You know what? I could turn right on red here. I'll wait for the bus, though. Or just wait for the green light. Kind of the good things about external contracts is when you get to wherever you're picking up your load, you don't have to sign in and check in again, say what load you want. It's already ready for you. Other side or this side can I get it from? It's going to be the other side. Bring the legs up. Alright. Just 78 miles up. I'm not going to bother checking the weight on this because I'm guessing it's going to be 6,000 pounds. I didn't look when I saw it. I was just happy to see Thompson Falls, Montana. Didn't really care what the load was. I'm guessing it's 6,000. Oh wow, 22. Never mind. I was close. You know, it's just about 3 times more than what I said it was. Actually, it's almost 4 times as much as what I said it was. Let's see, we're going to get there at 11:30-ish. So we should be able to get a load out of there and head on up to that city that begins with a K here in Montana. I don't know why I want to say Kalahari, but I don't think that's the name of it. So with all the money I think we made last night, I don't think we're going to have many drivers bringing in loads today. But we got enough money to pay off our loan at 11, between 11 and 12 is when that kicks in. $6,012, I believe, is the total. All right, let's go see what Thompson Falls has to offer. Now, is there a falls in Thompson Falls, or is it just named Thompson Falls just to make people go there and make them believe that there is a falls there? Oh, we did get some money coming in today. That's kind of nice. But I am thinking, because I talked about last episode, I believe, I think what we're going to do is save up the $140,000 again, and that'll be our next purchase, is buy another truck, get another driver, because we have an open spot. I'm not going to give this truck to a driver, then buy another truck. But then again, I'm saying this now, my mind can change. Because I'd rather get another truck on the road when we get 145,000 rather than waiting until I get like 220 to like 250,000 for a truck. Just get another truck on the road, another driver on the road. For a minute, I was like, did I just get a ticket going through a light or something like that? I turned right on red. It's all good. That's your loan payment. You're not used to it yet still. That gets me like half the time when that loan payment comes in. Like, what did I do? might be a viewpoint up here of a falls. That's what I'm kind of hoping for. But this road looks familiar, though. Can't put my finger on it. Kind of a fast, 65 miles an hour for, I don't want to say they're tight turns, but they are a little bit snug for doing 65 miles an hour with a truck and trailer. You know me, I have no problems usually going a little bit over the speed limit, but here I'm not quite doing that. One thing I hate about side mirrors sometimes on trucks, they block the road just enough. That's why you gotta double and triple check sometimes. How you doing, Thompson Falls? Kind of interesting. There's like a road that goes up here. I kind of want to go up there to see what's up there. You may have to. Let's go drop off this load first off. Then I'm going to check the map of Thompson Falls just to see what it actually has here. Can I see the drop-off point? I mean, it should be right there, but I did not catch it. I thought I heard the train, but... Excuse me, sir. Where am I dropping? Never mind. I see it. I got it. I got it. Did not really take a great angle here, but let's see what we can do with it. Of course, I had the truck turned the wrong way. Alright, this is not working out for me. As I think it over. Okay, I think I got it now. Wasn't too... wait a minute. There's something on my other side here? I mean, who put that rubbish pile there? Alright, so I gotta back it up more before I can cut it, I guess. I cut it now. Oh, I'm an R3. That doesn't help. And dang it. That one was a little snug to get it. I forgot about the the wheel loader in front of me too. I don't think I hit it. I didn't feel nothing. The truck was rocking a little bit, but I didn't feel like I may have scraped the side of it maybe. We won't tell anyone. Let me look at the map here so I can see what Thompson Falls... So, I mean, what is this? Oh, okay, it popped up. There's actually just a Sierra Pacific is up there. There's a Napa down here. I wonder if there's a load going out of a Sierra Pacific I can take. And I would like to go... So that's what I was saying. Thompson Falls does not go anywhere, so you got to come up here. But I'd like to come back on down and either get over to here. Wait, I have not been to this town either? I was thinking of Kalispell is where I want to go. But I got this town I got to get to. Wait, that's in Idaho. I was like, wait a minute, that town doesn't sound familiar from Montana. Never mind. Kalispell is where I want to go. Let me do some searching here. I'm hoping I can get a job out of Sierra Pacific on up there, because that'd be great. We can actually check pretty darn quick here, because there's not going to be too many jobs here. Let's see here. Turnkey house construction. There's one to Kalispell right out of here. That's a 4-hour trip. That's something we could do. There's Sierra Pacific. Where am I getting this, though, from? It doesn't say. But that's the one we're going to take. They're both going to Kalispell. So it doesn't really matter which one I take, but I'll probably take this one right here. Or is this part... What is this part of one of the quests? I'm going to take this one here. This might be part of one of the Steam quests. I can't remember if it is or isn't. Oh, wait. This is a special transport. So that's going to take 2.5 hours to load. And that's going to put me over. That's going to put me over our driving time. Let me do some looking here. Well, we are going to do one of those special transports because I kind of want to get there so we can go up around the National Forest next time. So basically what we're going to do is when they take, I think it's 2 hours they take to load up the special transport. Technically we're not driving, so I'm not driving those 2 hours. You should unlock, oh yeah, I put that on when I was having a hard time backing up. Hopefully it's off now, should be. Now that delivery said it was out of Thompson Falls. I keep saying Thompsonburg. Out of Thompson Falls. But as you can see, I got 30 miles to go to get there for that tanker. But we should be there in no time flat. Let's take the chance that there's no cops. Because yeah, we're cruising on down the road. So the one thing I will say, because we're going to go up to Kalispell, is I know along the way there's going to be a viewpoint. I will not be able to stop because if this is a special transport, which I do believe it is, if you go too far one way or the other behind the escort, you fail the special transport job. So I'm not going to be able to pull over and check out the viewpoint. That would have been kind of interesting coming on down here with a special transport through this windy section of the road. It's also another Sierra Pacific. All right. So we do have two choices, but we're going to take the pressure tanker. Yep, we're all set. We're good to go. It's 4:30. It took them, what was that, 4 hours to load that up? Did I just see that news crew wearing a face mask? Yeah, I kind of remember all this stuff here. All right. What is this way? I didn't check on that. 77,000? It's not that heavy, so. Okay, so you got me starting over here. That's right, boss. You stay there for a moment. Been a while since we've done one of these. But now we're not going to get there until a little bit after 9 o'clock. So it's going to throw my clock off a little bit because I usually go to bed at 8. And wake up at 6, so. But it's good to mix it up just a little bit now and then. I thought it was 2 hours a load up a special transport, but that was like 4 hours. And I don't know why it would take 4 hours, because in theory the load should have already been kind of ready to go and strapped down. So all I would have had to done was back up to it, hitch it on up. But maybe we had to wait for the escort to arrive or something like that. Oh, it reset my sleep as well. It doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Oh, and they refueled my truck too. Okay. Kind of forgot about that stuff. I think it does show the prompt that they said they do that for you when you're loading on up. I mean, we were fine on fuel and sleep for the most part. Well, no, we wouldn't have been, because I would be tired at 8 o'clock at night. And it's going to be well past 9 before we get there. Plus, we can only do 40 miles an hour on a special transport. I think 10th gear is going to be fine for us for doing 40. But this will set us up from Kalispell to going up to the National Forest area. I will probably take, like I said, an external contract because we're going to be driving way out of our way going around. If I take a regular freight job, they're going to expect me to get there at a certain time, and I don't know how long of a ride it's going to be up around that National Forest area. Of course, I could just bobtail it, meaning not bother taking going up without a trailer, but if the wheels are rolling, you might as well have something behind you as well. So that'll be for next episode in the national park, going around that way. Then if I work my way around the northern part of Montana and come out to the eastern side, hopefully we can hit Sydney along the way. And then, yeah, that'll be every city in Montana done. I mean, we haven't covered the entire state of Montana, but that's all the cities covered. And yeah, then we'll try to go elsewhere for a while. It's kind of nice with the escorts not having to stop at red lights, stop signs. You don't really have to look for anything, just pull on out because all the traffic is stopped. Not really sure why that traffic is stopped there. That's not my concern, I guess. Dude, you're going to kill me going uphill. I know we can only do 40, but that's going to kill me. Okay, maybe not that bad. It's going to kill me. It's good to see Oscar bringing some cash and leveling up. Getting paid $12.87 for the shop. That's not too bad. Expected Wednesday. Anywhere from Wednesday to Saturday. Alright. I don't believe it's a good idea to bump into the back of the police car. Now you would think going up a hill like this with 77,000 pounds behind me, I would kind of lose some RPMs and such going up that hill, but not at all. Have talked about this before, that sometimes the hills in ATS don't seem to match sometimes what you're looking at and the way the truck reacts. don't remember exactly where that viewpoint is, but I do believe it's on this road. But I think it's going to be on the other side of the road. I would have to pull over and access the viewpoint from there. Oh, that's too low. Oh, that's right, because I'm in the... Yeah, never mind. I thought I was going to be in 6th gear, and I was only in 4th. Just go right on through the lights. It doesn't matter with special transports. Thought I heard a train somewhere off in the distance. Still have 100 miles to go. Now it's looking like 10 o'clock before we get there. And I do hope that we're not going to be too far from a rest area when we get up there. Another driver has leveled up. Alright, cop, you don't have to get that far over. We're not a wide load, we're a long load. I mean, technically we might be a wide load, I'm not too sure. I don't think it tells us where we're taking the tanker either, so just follow the guy in front of me, I suppose. So at the current rate of going to bed, say like at 10 o'clock, if I go to bed at 11, that means instead of waking up at 6, we'll wake up at 9. So I have to figure out our next day's schedule after that. We'll get back on track eventually, so nothing to worry about there. I think the cop is actually trying to cause an accident. Think you'd appreciate it if I did this? Probably not. I don't know. Should just double check to make sure. I'm pretty sure all my headlights are on, because I would have gotten a ticket by now. Yep. There hasn't been an update to the game, so I didn't turn all my headlights off. Freightliner dealership. I would kind of like to have that as my next truck, just because I would like to try out the new Cascadia. We kind of lucked out with this 9900i, because we were buying a truck right when this came out. Now, at first I was unsure about it, but you know what? Just like every truck I tend to get into, after you drive it for a little while, it's like, you know what? I kind of like it. It's been a long time since I played Euro Truck Simulator 2. I know a lot of people keep asking me, start a series of an Euro Truck. I'm like, no, got my hands full here. But there was a truck in that series I did not like driving at all. And I'm drawing a blank of the name of the company. I mean, it wasn't Scania, it wasn't Volvo, it wasn't MAN. I do believe it begins with an I, but I'm just drawing a blank. Now, I'm not putting down the trucking, you know, it's just my opinion of the truck. I just didn't like the looks of it. Just didn't fit my style. And then once I got my hands on the Globetrotter, I was pretty much set there. Should have another cop car in front of the Escort to clear out the intersections before we get there. Now this could get me in trouble, because sometimes I like to swing wide when I got one of these. But if I go too wide, because the cop doesn't go as wide as I like to go. But I'm trying to see the intersection. If it's a wide intersection, I don't have to worry about it. And there's cars there. Better get back behind the Escort quickly. I don't remember. Did they give you a warning before it cancels the special transport? So, like, if you get out of line of the Escort, I can't remember if it says, you know, you got like 10 seconds to get back behind the Escort, or does it just say you failed and that's it? I can't remember. I think I failed an Escort once before. Like one of my first times doing it, and I was like, I'm going to swing wide, and I was taking my time, and next thing you know, it's like, yeah, you didn't stay behind the Escort. I said some choice words like, are you serious? But with different words. And I was like, really? I gotta swing wide, man. So we're kind of doing something we don't get to do too often here, which is drive in the, well, nighttime. That light better not turn. Never mind, did. Okay. I am on the tracks. I'm on the tracks still. Come on, light, turn green. Because the way my luck's going to be, the train will come. Alright, give myself a little space between myself and the cop. Like I said, don't want to hit the cop, and because I think that may cancel out the special transportation also. I mean, either way, it wouldn't be a good idea to do that. I don't know why I keep looking at my side mirror to see if someone's coming up beside me, because they shouldn't be. But I guess it's always good to double check. 30 more miles to go. So next episode will be starting a little bit later than normal. But we'll get our 11 hours in. And we should be going through the National Forest area, National Park, whatever you want to call it, during the daylight hours. I still think we'll be getting done close to 8 o'clock, which is usually when I go to bed, so that'll kind of work out for the episode after that. There's our new driver. Sasha just brought in like $700. Not too bad. It's too bad I didn't see her level up though. It's okay. She'll make it there. Are you waiting for me to get right behind you? Is that what you're doing? I'm trying to swing it wide, dude. There's a little island there I gotta get around. Yeah, we got around it. I don't know, if I was doing a special transport, part of me would want to do it during the daylight hours because, well, you can see where the heck you're going. But two, going at nighttime, that would cut down on the traffic somewhat. And have to deal with that. I'm sorry, did that sign say Beaver Country? I'm just saying. That's what I thought it said. We're in Beaver Country at nighttime. It could be kind of scary. Oh, wait, am I turning? Okay, we got to turn here. Wasn't prepared for that. Pardon me, coming through. And our butt end made it through. Yeah, usually at this time I'm sleeping, so I don't see all this money coming in until I wake up. Okay, so you're not... Oh, you are going in that way. Okay, so we're not there yet. Why does it have to be a car at every intersection I'm turning in? I know I'm turning here somewhere if I can't really see where the entryway is. Okay, now I see it. And hopefully this works out for me. Good enough. Good enough. Let's go ahead and decouple that. I was not looking at the GPS at all to see if there's a sleep area near me. So that's 3 of 11 of Big in America. Achievement progress. So I delivered something on Steam that I was supposed to. So that's good. We got some money in there. World map. Okay, so oddly enough, we do want to go up this way, but we want to see it during the daytime. So I'm going to sneak back to here. How far back is this? Okay, it's only 29 miles. So that's not too bad. So I'm going to drive back there off camera now, of course, after I get done with this. And I'm going to sleep here. We'll try to pick up a load out of here. And hopefully there's one going... to Havre. I think someone said I should be pronouncing that Havre. But I want to go this way. No, I've been to Sydney. So did I actually discover all the cities in Montana? I thought I have not been to Sydney or discovered it. I'll have to check on that. So yeah, but we will be going up and around, at least this way, and going anywhere, I suppose, since I've been everywhere. But what I want to check on is the drivers. Niles is his name, right? Yeah, Niles. So yeah, remember he was making 94 cents a mile. Yeah, he completed a delivery, got up to 191. Must have been one heck of a delivery. And our new driver, she's bringing in $2.50 per mile. So that's pretty darn good for being the low level that she is. So we're doing okay in that part of the front. And the company is bringing in $144,000 per week now. So that's not too bad. But anyways, it's 11 o'clock at night. I got another half hour to go before I can actually jump into bed. And wake up kind of late, it seems like. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in American Truck Simulator with Realistic Economy. But until then, have a good one.